I'm Becky Cortino, and welcome to Live Rad the podcast, episode number 3. This is a podcast encouraging you to transform life beyond the hard places by living radically based on time-tested principles. This mini podcast is offered to inspire living creatively every day and flourishing unconventionally, the original life hack. We've begun a new year and a new decade. As much as we believe things have changed in the past 10 years, if we're truly honest with ourselves, many important things that trouble us most remain the same, or possibly they are worse. Relationships rank high on the list of human needs. When things go awry, life becomes more difficult. We are less free to be ourselves and to enjoy the company and special times with those near and dear that give life deeper meaning and greater joy. As we come to the new year with thoughts of fresh start, renewal, and hopeful possibility, this is a great time to consider how we might work toward restoration, repairing brokenness, and loving others more radically, perhaps as never expected. Emotions reliably stir as we enter a new year. Reviewing the last 365 days, happy memories come to mind. They warm us in the January chill. They give us hope for the days ahead. Painful thoughts inevitably come on the heels of bliss-filled remembering, coloring our yesterdays in darker hues. They remind us of where we've been. If we allow, they'll dictate where we'll stay in the days stretching out before us. At the dawning of 2020 and a new decade, I saw many becoming misty-eyed, reflecting on events of the previous 10-year period, reviewing mountaintop moments, great joys, incredible accomplishments, happy times. They also carefully inspected their disappointments, tragedies, setbacks, and personal shortcomings. We've all experienced sweet moments and difficult times over the last 10 years. Hope for the days ahead fuels beautiful dreams of what is yet to be. It can be a way forward for us as a catalyst for change we hope to live. Not just in personal improvement, but also in life and our broken relationships. Winston Churchill said, "The farther back you look, the farther forward you are likely to see." There's wisdom in these words. Applied properly, considering past events can give us perspective on important life matters. Reviewing what got us to where we are is an integral step in making essential life changes. Dwelling on the past promises to hold us there. Steeping in the sadness of overwhelm immobilizes us. As much as we desire to escape the unrelenting pain, we will remain stuck. Understanding or trying to figure out a troubling relational situation can be helpful, but a clear view of a matter is not always possible. Things happen in life we'll never understand. Lingering too long in trying to make sense of what doesn't holds us back on what is yet to be or who we may become. It's important to look back and learn from the past. In fact, history can never be erased because it happened. It can be and is an insightful source of understanding and learning for our lives. Thinking it's all in the past by complacently believing we can shelve it because it's important, or we can't do anything about a relational break, never addresses the issue. It remains, sitting there glaring at us, impatiently awaiting attention, even when we can rightfully claim no fault in causing the incident. Focusing on the past can keep us stuck in the place we want to free ourselves from. Don't dwell on it, friend. Instead, look to the possibilities ahead and relationships to be mended. Our future is not found in our past. Our future may be in part shaped by what has happened, but going back to linger too long is not the direction to focus on as we look to move ahead. Zig Ziglar said, "How you see the future is much more important than anything that has happened in your past." In other words, the past may shape us, and to an extent the now, but it does not dictate our everyday unless we allow it. Our dreams, hopes, and desires for a brighter, better future and strong relationships with others are always possible. How do you see things in your life? I'm hoping for more rekindled friendships and restored broken places this new year. Eventually, we realize letting go of the thing, note, not the person, unless it involves abuse or risks personal safety. So eventually we realize letting go of the thing that binds us to an impossible situation is the only way to move forward. We know we will stay stuck otherwise. Grace for the matter and for those involved is required. A change of heart in us is what's needed. That's where the transformation to live more in love and freely extending grace begins. Of all the changes and good things we hope for in this new year, may we enter the days ahead filled with the hope of things that are possible. We can begin to take steps toward relational restoration and reclaiming needed peace and joy in life. We may embrace the adventure we call life by living a truly radical life. May it often contradict conventional thinking by the world's standards as we set our intentions to live in love and walk in grace every minute of every day. Through a changed heart, we see things differently. When the pain is too piercing to continue, hanging on to it becomes too great. Then we can see our way clear of it. This is the path to forgiveness, and by following it, we are on our way to restoring life's broken places. I'm on the road to forgiveness too. Are you with me? I've been writing, studying, and talking about forgiveness during the last 4 years. It's been an amazing journey. Seemingly, by divine appointment, many people have freely shared their incredible stories, giving me another perspective to consider and to learn from their experience. Most of those who've shared their hearts with me I'd never actually met before, and as we had just met, they didn't know I was writing my forgiveness book until after their telling. I found myself frequently saying, "You're probably never going to believe this, but I'm writing a book about forgiveness." Coincidence? I think not. How many people you don't know run up to you on an almost daily basis wherever you are and share their forgiveness story? Forgiveness stories were trending in my world as I endeavored to write this book and get my arms around this behemoth topic that seemed to have so many moving parts. I wasn't sure if I might have begun an impossible book project. Each impacted me greatly and inspired my writing. They blessed me with new perspective and gave me hope. I've come to understand that everyone has a forgiveness story. We're all struggling with a situation, have troubled relationships, and usually running out of workable strategies, looking for an effective way to handle them. I've learned so much in this writing and through the amazing forgiveness stories. I hope you'll join me on this journey. My forgiveness book will soon be available, and you can find out more about it. You can find out more about my forgiveness book and receive updates about it at forgivenessbook.beckycortino.org. forgivenessbook.beckycortino.org. Thanks for listening to Live Red the podcast, episode number 3. See you again soon.